Hello, everyone, and welcome to another Robcast, Revenge of the Nerd podcast, Portfolio Review Edition. Let's get right into it. We're looking today at Jackson the Creator. His profile, Jackson Keating, is the individual in question, and he's got 388 posts. So we're going to have to get through as quickly as possible. I'm looking at his profile, and yeah, he's got some pretty good stuff. This first thing actually is a very big mural, and I'm really digging that. That's really well done. Love that. Yeah, very precise. Well designed. I think it's very cool. So yeah, we'll put that in the good pile. This is a really cool piece too. It looks like it's done with traditional materials, maybe watercolor, gouache, something, pen and ink. That looks really cool. I like that too. I would maybe, for something like this, I always tend to say, add a thicker holding line around everything in an illustration like this, because it kind of lends itself well to that already, because there's already like thick lines and stuff, and it's already sort of a pen and ink type of thing. But I think that would make it pop off the background color much more. Even the fire or whatever that he's spewing. I would add a thicker holding line around the entire, sort of dragon or whatever the creature is. Kaiju of some kind. And I would, again, he's got some nice colors in there, but I would, I find the background color and the foreground color a little, similar in tone. So, again, maybe either darken that background or, darken the foreground and lighten the background, something to differentiate a little bit more. So I don't want to spend too much time on each thing, because obviously we want to get through as many as we can. This one's a good one. Looks like a very evil clown. I really like this one. Again, I'm guessing it's traditional materials, maybe colored pencil. Colored pencil. Yeah, I was going to say colored pencil and maybe some watercolor in there too, maybe, but whatever. Well done again. I like that one. The background. I was talking about backgrounds and color theory and other portfolio reviews, and I was saying keep the foreground warm with this foreground's very warm. It's got a lot of warm colors in it. Oranges, reds, yellows, and things like that. And try to keep the background, cool, which is, greens, blues, and things like that, affected browns and whatnot. You can use browns in many different ways, affecting them with other colors, right? So that would help. Those things always help. And since you've got this one-shot centralized image, like a portrait type of thing, that standard of color theory works really well because it's dead effective. It always works. That's the color theory behind it. Warm colors, come forward, and cool colors recede. So you've got that natural thing going on there. Great. Nice pen and ink work by the looks of it here. He's got a cool style going on. We got Alf going on there. It looks like a little quick sketch. Yeah, likely. Here's a weird sort of. I don't know what that really is, but. Okay, some kind of weird little creature. Here it looks like we've got some. This looks like sort of. I'm guessing computer generated stuff. I can usually tell right away. It's got that sort of faint airbrushy sort of look to it. Pretty good character design there, but Yeah, I would try to again, look at anatomy and folds and things like that in nature. Drawing from nature is key, man. Like drawing from life is key. There's so many, really cool and fantastic sort of folds and fabric and things that could be employed here, and a thicker line would definitely help to pop the image out. Yeah. And this is a Mr. Green Christmas. I personally, I would almost make this character more pleasing. He looks kind of evil almost, but I don't know the character, so that's just kind of my suggestion. Here's another similar one. I'm thinking it's like done with computer generated. I'm thinking anyway, it looks like that, very much so. And yeah, again, anatomy is key, like, and cartooning, like, like the back, this is really nice. It's very well done. I can tell immediately what it is. There's no question of what the surfaces are, what the textures are. I know exactly what's going on, and that's a huge plus, because you don't want your audience to guess at what they're looking at. Like, I know immediately what I'm looking at, like, even without reading what the description is, and that's what you want to do. Illustration and drawing is communication, man. So you want to communicate what that image is immediately, when you look at it. So that's very well done. But like, since I'm, critiquing it, I would say, like, follow up on some animation techniques or cartooning techniques more, anatomy and stuff like that. But this is very close to being, like, top, well done. Like, I would say very well done. Yeah. So it's good. He's got some sketches here. Yeah. It's Axl Rose. Yeah, man. That's great. I can tell immediately who that was. So that's really good. That's really good. This looks like some kind of weird zombie sort of portrait. I don't know, man. I'm not reading it really well. I can tell what it is, obviously. I've just, sort of said. There's some really cool things going on in there. But, I don't know. There's, like, the hair, the textures on the hair aren't congruent with the textures in the face and stuff. And that background is just god-awful. It's horrible. I don't like that background at all. I would have left either the background completely blank or, a solid color of some kind. I really don't like that background. It really clashes with the foreground is my problem with it. So yeah, I'm not going to just say, oh, it sucks. No. The reason why I don't like it is because it really clashes with the foreground and it deadens the whole image. So, but like cool, like, the details are very well done. They just clash with the treatment of the hair and even the clothing. So again, like, really look at how clothing works, man. Folds and all that stuff. There's some cool, there's a very nice, pen and ink, drawing. That's cool. That's very, very well done. Again, I'm looking at that stuff and I'm going like, oh, it's well done. But, like, the rendering and the hatching and stuff needs a lot of work. Like, you have to, and especially here, like, these just large hatch lines, they sort of become like, muddy. I don't know what's going on. Like, the shadow and stuff, and there's textures and things. Like, it's a good start, but it needs to be refined a lot. Like, I'm guessing this is a cape. And it's a cape. So, that it needs to be more well defined. Like, the capes have a lot of really great folds that can be utilized and visually, really, really well done. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm here to help and, hopefully make things go betterer. So yeah, that's really cool. I really love that. I think the size is really hampering how really well done it is. Because I can't see it very well. like I can't see all the details and everything very well, but I know that background texture is fantastic. I love the fire. The treatment of the fire is really, really, really good. That skull even is really good. This is a great one. I really love this one. And again, guys, like I'm looking at these. Like I might take a really quick look at everything just to see how much you've got, to see what I'm up against in terms of like what I'm critiquing, but. A lot of the stuff I'm seeing for the first time, so you know what? This is really nice too. I really like that. I do not like the planets in the background. Saturn does not look like that, does not hang like that, or this, or any ringed planet. I would use a compass or some templates to make sure those circles are good, even a bloody plate or a cup from your cupboard. But I really like the face, the treatment. I love the hatching there. I like that. That's really well done. It looks very sensitive to the subject. The folds are getting better too, so that's good. Good observations. Slash. Yeah, there we go. Some November rain. Look at this. Look at this guy. He's like, like early 90s, late 80s, early 90s rock. That's something you don't see all the time. That's really great. I like that. I really love the spirit and the feeling behind this is great. The tattoos there on Axel are really good. Slash is, Slash, man, the way he stands and all that stuff. So I just end up walking, yeah, and so forth. The guy's got a big love for like early rock, man, early metal, some Metallica there. That's great. Master of Puppets. That's nice. Slash. Really that's good. I don't know. That does not look like his art, but if it is, that's really well done. I love the treatment of the hat there. The top hat is really fantastic. Yeah, Motley Crue. Holy crap! Look at that. That's what, man. That's really well done. The color choices, like it's super stylized, man. And I would shy away from doing stylized stuff right away, and I would try to capture reality or draw from life a little more. But man, I learned this way too. I in fact did a giant Motley Crue poster that was like super similar to this in the same way. So it's hard for me to knock it. In fact, I think I didn't do this. I did but that's really good. Like I think I did like photos of them from like Hit Parader magazine or something. But this is very, very well done, man. Like I really like that. The textures, the colors, they all show through, and that's a really good indication of. Probably the best indication so far of actual like really looking at stuff, and like this is great. This Tommy Lee, the hair, man, that's really, really good. The spirit is there, man, and a lot of times the passion, if the art, like if it's there in the person, it shows through in the art. So that's really good. This Spawn, not bad. I've never liked McFarlane's work, and I know it's tough. Like he's kind of tough to like imitate because he's not really he's not really classically trained or anything. This is great too. This D. Schneider. That's really well done. I really love the treatment of the hair there. Again, I would have put maybe a heavier holding line around, a thicker line around his hair, maybe that hand too, and that would have popped even more off the page, but I really love that. And he's using some really great rendering techniques and hatching in the face, and it's well placed too. It's very consciously placed, so I really like that. That's really well done. There we go. So we gotta get through a couple of these a little quicker. Sebastian Bach, man, this guy's like going back into the like late 80s, man. That's crazy. So yeah, that's great. That's really well done. I can tell that's him, and that's really, really good. Good observations there. A lot of the stuff I'm looking at is really like well done in terms of creating that image that's very highly recognizable. So that's great. I mean, that's really good. The only thing I would suggest too, obviously, aside from the obvious, aside from the draw from life and do more life drawing and find more subjects to draw from life and all that stuff that I always say, I would try to expand the level of I can't tell what's going on there at all. That's confusing, but that's okay. I mean, one in 10, is not that bad. He's got some Puppet Master stuff, some late 80s horror. That's great, man. That's really good. Candyman there, Axel again. That's great. We have a lot of interest, man. It's a lot of similar interests. This is a really cool spider woman creature. I can tell what that is. Again, like with more study of the human body and life drawing, this would be much more effective. The rolls and the body and the gut and everything are really well done. The breasts here, I don't think are as well done. I think they would not look as high and round, but again, like you want to create this character that would look like if it was real. So you want to look at more life, look at more life and draw from life, man. Okay, so I would say, try to do some stuff with a little more compositional, elements where it's just not one, character in front of a background. Like try to do stuff that's like, there's a bunch of things happening, there's a scene going on. And I don't mean necessarily this, because that's just a bunch of stuff put together. I would I don't know what's going on here really. It looks like maybe it's Beast Boy from Teen Titans, I guess. There's a what do you call it? One of those bugs there. I can't remember what they're called right now, but anyway. That's pretty good. But again, that's a cape. Like look at real capes. Like Google capes, man, and draw them. Draw them on your characters. Try to get it right, because I find a lot of times, and in this case even too, it's the fake out. It's you're faking it. Like you're kind of going. I half remember it from a comic book, maybe the way a guy drew it, and maybe I kind of remember how I saw it, but it's not authentic. So try to find actual stuff, things. I like this. This is really good. But again, I see a lot of the same sort of character in front of a background, or just stuff put together, things from movies or comics, characters from movies or comics and stuff. I'm not saying it's bad, but try to expand. Get out of the comfort zone. The comfort zone is the worst place to be. You don't want to be there for too long, man. Comfort zone kills. It will suck you in and leave you for dead, man. You have to expand and try to go other places. You can't keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I mean, if you look at my Instagram, you can go, oh well, that's what you do, or well, that's my zombie Instagram. That's kind of all I do there. So and even so, there's way more stuff. This is this is really cool. I'm guessing I like it because of the way he captured that sort of Dr. Seuss sort of style. That's kind of cool. So I think we're gonna end it because I'm seeing kind of the same stuff. And dude looks just like Slash, man. That's great. Yeah, that's awesome. You know what? Great stuff. Really good start. I really like a lot of the work. Like I said, expand your horizons. Try to do stuff that is, like scenes and, stuff happening, not just a centralized character that is, in front of a background of some sort, or stuff from comic books and things like that. I do a lot of, I do a lot of nature stuff. I do a lot of portrait stuff. I do everything, man, like tons and tons and tons of stuff. It's not always easy to do, but it's a necessary thing. You have to do it, and to get out of the comfort zone or your bubble is really the best thing to do. But really good stuff. I would concentrate a little bit more on technique too. Mastering the elements, the things that you use, the paints, the pencil crayons, and stuff like that. Look at a couple tutorials online of just how to use pencil crayon and watercolor and pencil crayon, pen and ink, things like that. And how and why to cross-hatch or hatch or do rendering, and what cross-hatching and rendering and hatching and all those techniques actually do, or what they're supposed to do for you. That's really important to understand why you're doing it. Like, I know you've probably seen it in comics or whatever, and you kind of just follow suit, but there are actual reasons why cross-hatching and hatching work for certain things and they don't for other things. Anyway, I would do a little bit of research on that. But you know what? A really good start. I really like a lot of the work. It's strong. It's very identifiable, which is a huge hurdle to cross. You can't be there when somebody looks at your work to explain what's going on. So it has to be extremely identifiable, and people have to know exactly what's happening and not be confused. That's communication. And the communication in the art here is very well done, in my opinion. I think it's definitely a great start. So I'm gonna turn this around, and we're gonna look at my ugly mug for a second, and just wanted to say thanks to everyone who has signed up for the critique. I'm getting to everyone, man. I'm gonna do 2 a week if I have to. Thank you very much. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, give me the thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you want your own critique done. Easy as pie, man. Just leave your Instagram information in the comment of this latest video, and I will get to you. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Instagram. I will follow you back, so you already have a follower right there. And I will both feature, like I did today, and critique your work in a professional way. And if you have any other questions after the critique is done, you can leave questions either on my Instagram account or in the comments here on YouTube, rather. I think that's it for now. That was great. I really had a good time looking at that one. I love doing these, guys. I really do. And if I can help you in any way possible, even by getting more eyes on your work, giving you helpful critiques, it's really my pleasure. So I want to continue doing this in the future. I'm gonna say goodbye for now. Best wishes and love. I love you guys, man. I try to do it all for you guys. Okay? Until next time, I'll see ya. Thank you again. Bye-bye.